classiest, brightest place on earth. I hope you're doing well. Good morning and happy Saturday. Please no. Not today. No! Every day. I sit down, something in my eye. I don't know. My shit's so fucked up from doing spider stuff yesterday. Good morning, everybody. Wait, it's pitch black. Why? Wait, is something wrong? What the fuck? I swear to God, nothing's in my eye, and then I sit down and suddenly there it is. So ridiculous. It's a phenomena. 1 second. Okay, maybe. I swear to God, nothing is wrong, and I sit down, and it's like, oh, is there something in your eyeball, Katie? Do you feel it right now? Right when you're doing something? Anyways, we're just gonna ignore it. How are you doing? I'm doing great. There's definitely not something in my eyeball. I hate it. Why? Why? I swear to God, my dudes, it's a phenomena. I'm doing fine. I sit down. It like what has flown in my eye? I just don't understand. Why? I know, and I swear to you, like it's almost every day. Nothing is happening, and then I sit down to stream, and something flies in my fucking eyeball. Okay, just gonna ignore it. Fucking Christ. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. If I start crying, just ignore it. Write down there's nothing in my eye. I'm doing fine. Fucking Christ. It's so, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you can identify. It's got to be one of the worst feelings in the world to have either a tiny fuzz in your eye or in your nose. Like if you use a Q-tip on your face or something and a little fuzz gets stuck on the edge of your nose and you're just like, ah, why? I can't fuck fuzzes. Fuzzes got to fuck off. I hope you're all doing really well. I'm so tired. I don't know why. Like I go through like phases, like a week for weeks. I will wake up before my alarm, 100% awake, ready to go, and then a week, this week, just fucking tired, just tired all the time. I don't know. I'm just fucking exhausted. Oh my God, I wish, Fiata. I fucking wish. Wait, hold on, knives. Let me grab. This is me. Oh God. I just see the title. Have I not seen this one? Wait, what is. Wait, hold on. I'm confused. Good morning, BDO. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Not today. Yes. Oh my God. This little guy. I hate my nose ring. I really want to get a new one sometime when I'm rich and famous. But this nose ring I have, it's actually got like little tiny gems in it, like like little pinhead gems. And the little claws that hold those gems in, they catch little fuzzes like that so bad. And I swear to God, I'll just be chilling and all of a sudden I'll feel this itch on my nose. And I feel like it looks like I'm picking my nose all the time. But I'm just like, oh my God, what is it? Oh my God, what it? Ah! You know, ugh. Why do we keep these things in our face? Nobody knows. Honestly, I don't know how to function without a nose ring. I haven't not had one since I was like 12. I wouldn't know how to blow my nose if it wasn't in there. Like, I don't know how to function without it there. You're a tiny gem. Oh my God, this eye. There's nothing in my 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 eye. Stop music. Hold on. Knives through a link. It says it's red flags, but it says Uno reverse. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Good morning, Vex. I hope you're doing well, honey. Good morning, Revolticon. Good morning to anybody I missed. I'm sorry. We had eye chaos. Apparently, my eyeball decided to, I don't know, every single day sabotage me because it's an asshole. Whoa, loud. Calm yourself. Good morning, Bacon. I hope you're doing well. Happy Saturday. I was wearing a post with a crystal, and the amount of times it got stuck on my blanket. Oh my God. This doesn't do that. Thank fuck. Oh, I'd scream. I've gotten it caught on a towel, though. Have you ever, like, gotten out of the shower and you're drying your face off, and suddenly the towel's hanging off your nose ring, and you're like, ow, that's so heavy? Because I've definitely done that. Oh, shit. Sugar and Meter said hi after 50 unit. I don't know what that is. That bad? What was your actual sugar number? Damn. Take care of yourself. That's some sugar. That's some fucking sugar. Oh my God, I have something I want to show you guys. Lizzie, you just reminded me, and I don't know why. Because I think I wanted to send it to you, and I just figured I would show it on stream. Hold on. Um. Yes. Oh my God, I have good vibes for you. I didn't even read your message. I just saw that you were there, and I was like, oh my God, this reminded me because I wanted to send it, but I figured I like, like it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch shit together. I don't know. Hold on. I gotta pull it out of my brain. No, no. I hate Instagram so much. I love it. I use it all the time, but I fucking hate it. Why? Why do you suck? The internet's haunting me. Sorry. Just give me a minute. It's overnight. To a point now when I get done washing my face, I repeat, pat dry. Me too. I literally, pat dry. The amount of times I've had a towel hanging off my face is ridiculous. Setting up a new CPAP. Oh my God, your CPAP has a phone app. Oh my God, you're doing the COVID test? So we're on the have you done it yet? Are we on the 15-minute countdown? I know, and it's just like there's nothing else to replace Instagram, I guess. Like I like it. I use it constantly. I like the content on it. Like I don't know. I feel like it's the last platform that's not just video. And like when I'm, getting ready in the morning, chilling, it's quiet and calm. The last thing I want to do is look at TikTok. I just want to look at pretty pictures of animals. And I feel like it's the last platform that's not like short form content. Do you love it? No, I don't at all. I just want to look at pictures. Please stop talking to me. But I don't know, like Pinterest, basically. Pinterest is the only other place I can go where it's not just constant fucking short form content of people talking over some video that has nothing to do with what they're talking about at all. I just realized I don't know where my bowl is. Like my weed bowl. I might have left it in the kitchen, so we'll cheers in a few. But I found this video the other day and it just made me laugh really hard. It's just really, really fucking well done. Um, it's just good vibes. I don't know. I don't know. It's just good. Kona, I agree. And like from what I watch a lot of YouTubers. I listen to a lot of YouTubers. I've watched YouTube for ages. And from what I've learned is that there is no, not that life is all about this, but there is literally no monetary financial gain from short form content. There is no gaining a community. There is no loyalty. There is nothing. Like you can have millions of followers on TikTok and literally make $0. So I don't understand the point. People do the dumb. I saw someone recently. So you guys know I've bitched about this a lot. Like the weird TikTok fad of like, let's put something all over our face and see if it's actually skincare. I.e., recently someone put gel, like nail polish all over their face, cured it, and then peeled it off. It's so unsafe, and they do it for views, and it's crazy. I saw one recently where a girl literally was pouring perfume all over her face. Her face turned so fucking beet red. Why? 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 Gorilla Glue wig. That's another one. Exactly. I mean, actually, I don't think she did it for views, though. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that was just like a horrific mistake. And she ended up going viral for it. But I don't think she did it on purpose. I don't think she did. I don't think so. I don't want to share that with y'all. It's like so well done. Some people are just off the charts in their commitment. Like, I'm jealous, honestly. It's incredible. And his serious face. Test. Oh, God. Okay. Nostrils assaulted. Countdown. The countdown for Lizzie's test is happening. I really hope you didn't get sick, baby girl. Like, not being sick sucks to begin with. From personal experience, I can tell you COVID is the worst. That is the weakest I've ever felt in my life. Oh, he can't be. No, Vex, there's no way. There's no way. Like, the only way I can come up with those dress actually working on him is he has no ass. So, like, a lot of those tiny dresses, they fit until you breathe. Like, you move, and then it's butt cheek out. Personal experience. Being tall sucks. But yeah, he has no ass, so that's the only thing. That's the only reason those dresses aren't flipping up showing his wiener. COVID can literally suck a donkey dick. I've never felt so, like, incapacitated in my life, and I had swine flu back in the day, man, and that was shit. I don't know how else to say that. Like, that was I hallucinated. Like, I sweated through a couch. COVID was worse. That was so bad. When you breathe, you show the dumper. No shit. Being tall, I mean, I think it's just as equally annoying for people who are short. Because, like, I want to buy a mini skirt and my vagina's out. Someone who's short wants to buy a mini skirt and it goes to their knees. I don't know. I feel like it's shitty both ways, probably. What up, Reasonable? I hope you're doing good, Honey Bean. Wait, oh, did you see the story of Senate staffer banging? What? Grass is always greener. That's what I would say. Same with boobs. What the fuck? Hold on. U.S. Senate staffer fired after filming gay sex act in Senate hearing room. Oh my God, the Democrat from Maryland? Is that the Maryland? I mean, wow. So real talk. If I got the chance, I'd fuck in that room too. Same. Is that bad? I would too. This is the end of the year content we need. The fucking I know Maryland represent. Be gay, do crime. Let's fucking go.
Turn it off, Willard.
Nope, wrong one. Damn it.
Squish that cat.
Squish your cat. The acoustics alone. I know. Dude, how do you even get away with that? Fuck. Right. Zach, right? Thank you. Thank you. When given the I mean, go Maryland. That's the best ever.
Help!
One of our MPs was filmed watching porn during PMQs. You know, I think something like that happened in America too. I want to say it was during COVID lockdown or something when everyone was on Zoom, but someone's computer had porn on it or something. I don't know. I don't think you should be punished for porn, but like, I don't know. I'd fucking it too. Being tall sucks. My snowblower is destroying my back. Everything destroys your back when you're tall, right, Modi? That's the problem. Everything. Everything destroys your back when you're tall. Like, you just don't get a back. If you're tall, you're gonna hurt it. I feel like everything's too short. Counters are too short. Everything. Everything. I hurt my back washing my face in my bathroom sink because it's so fucking short. My back will just start to light up on fire. It's great. We're all having a great time. So many opportunities for so many positions to be filled. Jesus Christ. Humans like to fuck. Amen. And like I mean, you guys know me. I've always had the goal of like fucking in some churches in Europe. That's what I want to do someday while I'm still like virile and able to fuck. I just want to get in some of them Catholic churches and disgrace some things, wipe a little cum on a seat. I don't fucking know. It'll happen. I'll wear a skirt. Like I'm into it. Ooh, they're offering free COVID tests again, everybody. Thank you, Donna. What is it? They're offering every 3 months. Yeah, 4 per household, but it's good to get. I mean, they're expensive. I mean, they're pretty expensive. It's good to get them. Lizzie's literally doing a COVID test right now. What up, Barry? How are you? I'd rather have to use a step stool than deal with back pain. I think do they get pains too from like having to reach, I wonder? I don't know. Oh my god, you'd crush my dogs. Fucking in the confessional, I'd do it, 100%. First blowjob I ever got was in the rectory of a church.
Go fuck yourself. You've checked my bucket list. I'm so jealous.
It's definitely already been done, but that doesn't mean I don't get to do it. I'm not saying I'm going to be the first person to wipe some cummy cum on a church. I just want to be one of them. I want to, like, I wasn't the best person 2 days ago to draw an artistic nude on Twitch, but I joined the club. It's all just about being a part of the party, you know what I'm saying? See, I'm short, but I ruptured my disc walking my dog. I fucked my back up buckling my seatbelt, Aurora. I feel you so spiritually. Backs are important. Existential crisis, as usual. How's thee? Fucking tired, but probably too tired to have an existential crisis, so that's nice. Dude, it's smart, Donna. I mean, the amount of I've had to order COVID tests multiple times, even though we've only had COVID once, just to make sure we don't have it, so we're not out like trying to, accidentally killing people. I laugh because it's uncomfortable. Yeah, that's basically it. Sorry, I was trying to get Spotify to work. CDC's also recommended masking again, which means it's probably way worse than we know. So I would agree. You guys know every winter I love to come and give you the report on how many jobs I've been offered in the past week and what they're offering to pay me. And that's how I gauge how bad winter's gonna be. It's bad this year. Every day I wake up to at least 7 texts and like 4 emails. Hey, want a job? For the past 3 weeks. But from what I understand, talking to like neuro and my mom and other doctors and shit who work in hospitals currently, basically because of the large population of people who refuse to get vaccinated and refuse to wear masks, the COVID's basically going to be like the flu. We're just going to have to get flu shots / COVID shots every year. You can't, like, viruses don't just like go away. If there's a host out there with it, it's going to be there. It's going to stay. It's going to come back. So that's what I understand. But like, always be safe. You do not want that shit. It is fucking terrible. And I didn't get banned, thank fuck. I mean, I didn't make it sexual. I didn't put the dick in my mouth. Viata right, I know. I'm a sorry English soul. Wait, why? You're not a sorry English soul. I mean, isn't that kind of just the English way of being? A sore throat, Clara, no. Get some tea. As a former church kid, see, I was a former church kid too, but I was not attracted to any of the church boys or girls. Like, they were very unattractive to me. I wasn't like, ooh, let's do it here. I was like, oh my god, you believe in this? Jesus, I need to get out of this fucking shit. Fuck that shit. Y'all do some weights, if nothing else, then proper form on how to pick up shit and set it down. 100%. I do twists. Like, oh god, I think there's a name for him. You probably know it, Vex. But I do a dead hang from like Zach got me like this thing I can put up in a doorway, like a door frame thing, and I do dead hangs and do twists and shit. Because and yoga on top of it and all of that. And even doing all that, I still fuck my back up. Donna, good. Honestly, you're gonna be the best friend to people. Flu kills people. It really does. A commercial. Oh god. Wait. Why won't it open? YouTube's broken. I shit you not. I click your link. I can see the title, and then it loads a music video instead. Like a different video. I'm not kidding you. It's so weird. It's loading P Now, that gold song. But like, I click the link, I can see it in my tab. Like it says the title, Booby Booby Booby, and then it changes to P Now. YouTube is haunting me. YouTube's got to be broken or something, right? I'm baffled. I'm just gonna not touch it for a sec. That's okay. I'm haunted. Are they called Russian twists? That's like lifting weights. Yeah, but you gotta have weights. Like my form of lifting weights is putting canned soup in a grocery bag, putting it around my ankles, sitting on the kitchen counter, and doing leg lifts. What kind of fucking wealthy bitches are you that you have a home gym? My God. Must be nice. Seriously though, that's how I healed my knee. Was a grocery sack full of soup cans on my kitchen counter doing leg lifts. Not a joke. Literally. How I got my knee better. Crazy. I know. Weird. It's an endemic now. Yep, exactly. Yeah. There was a small chance to contain it aggressively early see China, but that would have had been implemented everywhere. Exactly. Yeah, it's got to be an all or none kind of thing. It is the P now, but it's loading the whole video. That's what I'm saying. It's so weird. I just don't understand. Like it's going to the beginning of the video and just loading the whole thing normally. I didn't do it. Probably. Glut, did you sabotage my computer to play P now no matter what? You don't need a home gym. No, I'm just saying like I don't have anything. Like I seriously like find something in the room that seems heavy and do some fucking sit-ups with it. I don't know. I don't have anything. I have my grocery bag full of soup. Dude, king or jealous. You should sell it, honestly. Someone on Craigslist would pick that up easy. I've heard the ring fit's pretty fucking fun. One of the major hospitals here has re-implemented the mask requirement to enter the buildings. Good. 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 The amount even before COVID done, I remember working in the hospital and like, you know, there's various like grades of PPE, personal protective equipment that we wear going into a patient's room depending on their level of illness, right? And that's for everybody because it's to protect the patient from us. It is not necessarily to protect me from the patient. Yes, I don't want to get C. diff from my patient, but God knows what I've got crawling on me, and they're in a state of like, you know, compromise. That's another word I said wrong for years. Compromise. So when family wants to come in and see their family member, we'll be like, okay, here's the cart. You got to put on a gown. You got to put on gloves. You got to put on your mask. You got to do this. You have to do it too. And the amount of times I would watch them walk into the room, look for me, and sneak it all off. The moment they didn't see me in the patient's room, just rip all that shit off. And I would have to walk in and be like, I'm sorry, I assumed you were an adult. Can you please exit the fucking room and put on PPE so you don't kill your mom? But they won't take it seriously until mom dies. And then they'll be the fucking, you know, everybody should be so careful. You don't even know the hospital killed my mom. Okay. Okay. Sure. Resistance bands are the shit. I do have those. I don't know if you consider that. A huge, seriously, I'm not kidding you. I have, you know, the like big cans of, I think it's like Centro tomatoes to make sauce. 2 of those in a bag. That's how I got my knee better. It worked. I have a little pyramid of stacked can weights sitting right between my elliptical and my rowing machine. I'm jelly. I'm jelly. That'd be nice. I'd sell it, but honestly, I might just give it to my niece and nephew. Oh, fuck yeah, why not? Oh, dude, they'd love that, yeah. I mean, we had a punching bag when I was a kid. That was how I got out all my energy. You got fancy dumbbells, rollers, and do you use them? Do they work pretty well? Yeah, I was quarantined by the CDC during one of my hospital stays. You remember the outfits? Those are really normal. Those outfits, we wear them all the time. They're not like special just for COVID. It's like we have, like I said, levels of PPE. So if you have an illness, I'm gonna wash my hands, I'm gonna gel my hands, I'm gonna put on gloves, I'm gonna put on a mask before I ever cross the threshold into your room. If you have, you know, tuberculosis, I have even more. I have a fun helmet that makes me look like an astronaut that has a huge tube coming off the back of it that goes to a battery pack I have to wear, and it suctions onto your face like right here with this plastic shit, and it circulates an environment in the helmet so that I don't get tuberculosis because it's one of the only like truly airborne things in existence. There's all different levels of it just depending on like what your infectiousness is or your, you know, how susceptible you are to things basically. But watching family members rip it off the moment they're in the room, it's just like, do you care about literally anything at all? How dare you make me responsible for my own actions? Right. I can't with that. I remember in the 90s, my mom had a cross trainer living in the living room. Then it was flat packed in the garage for years. Oh, I think everybody's mom had a treadmill in the garage, right? Some sort of treadmill, cross trainer, something. Oh, yeah. My mom's was in the basement, so I got it. She bought a treadmill, never touched it, put it in the basement. It was mine. It was great. Yep. Many layers. And it's just to protect, it's honestly mostly to protect the patient from me. Because God knows what I'm carrying. I'm going in and out of patient rooms all day. Like, the cross contamination could be gnarly if I wasn't safe. Oh my God, knives. I literally can't lift my couch. That's a good idea, though. You'd love my couch. It's one of those, like, wood frame fucking. I actually have a block to, like, put under it to vacuum under the couch because I can't. Every other couch I've had in my life, I can one arm lift and vacuum under it a little bit. I cannot do it. It is so fucking heavy. It is solid. Good morning, Brewdog. I hope you're doing well, honeybean. I don't like sweet liquor. I've never been into it. What? Glut? Speaking of TB, did you see someone with active TB visited 26 Nevada high schools? What? Wow. They didn't. No. How did they. Health district of health, excuse me. Health district officials now say a patient with an active case of tuberculosis was on 26 Las Vegas Valley school campuses and one training site before becoming aware of the diagnosis. There's not a lot of information. I just scanned it. I was just trying to figure out, like, were they. I've never seen tuberculosis asymptomatic in my life, and I worked at a tuberculosis clinic in Hawaii. I've never seen, like, that was my specialty was tuberculosis. Like, that's what I did my respiratory research in. I've never ever seen asymptomatic TB in my life. TB hits fast and hard. How? Wow. LZT, good morning, love. That's holy shit. I mean, wow. Hold on. I'm going to do a Google real quick. I just want to see if there's any information on this guy. One sec. Huh. Wow. Huh. I can't find, I mean, it's probably so recent. Wow. Can you explain TB like we're five? Yeah. It's a bacterial infection that mainly affects the lungs. And essentially, I'm just trying to think of like I don't want to go into the fucking like modality of it, but essentially what it does is it causes the cells of the lung tissue to lyse and burst, and that's why you end up coughing up blood and you essentially drown to death kind of on your own sputum. If I remember correctly, like there's more to it, but that's basically the gist of it. Slowly your cells just start to commit suicide. It's fucked. It is fucked. Yeah, it's not, I mean, and it is truly one of the, if not the only active thing we know about that is actually airborne. I know there was a lot of misinformation about COVID. It is not airborne. We all know humans can sneeze 6,000 feet or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Someone spits in your mouth. It's not airborne, not the same thing. Airborne, it flies. It doesn't need a sneeze. Airborne, scary. Airborne, much scare. Do not want. Wow. You have to get they have to get tested, Donna. It is so fucking contagious. Airborne is the worst form of contagion because it's in the air. It's just from you breathing. It's out there. It doesn't need an aqueous environment to live, which is why the vast majority of things that make us sick in the world cannot be airborne. They must have an aqueous environment, and the air is not aqueous. Um, wow. Yeah, exactly. Of course they are. I mean, and I'm sure a lot of it's fear. They don't want to know if they have it or not, but it is if you have tuberculosis in the United States of America, you know you have it and you actively go out in public without protecting yourself, et cetera, et cetera. You are a biological weapon. You can go to prison. It's that serious. We literally have an island in Hawaii it's like a leper island. It's got an enormous tuberculosis clinic, and that's where we send you when you have TB because you're so contagious. You're not allowed to be around people anymore. You just kill people. TB is so fucked. I mean, that's why those TB tests are so prolific. You don't want it. I mean, I've told you guys stories. I mean, Neuro was here just last week, and we were talking about a patient came into Hopkins one time and they had active TB for years and their husband would not bring them into the hospital. And when he brought this patient in, I promise you, we all thought that patient was dead. We thought he was bringing in a corpse. Years. Years. It's really, really sad, Lizzie. I don't understand it completely, so please catch me if I'm at fault. Call me out. But there's a cultural thing among some Asian cultures where the death of your family members is on your soul no matter what happens. So the vast majority of the time, unfortunately, when I was forced to keep someone alive for an extended period of time on a ventilator that was trying to die, a lot of the time it would be because Asian culture, like an Asian cultural thing, where it was the spouse now took the guilt of that death if the spouse signed a release order for us to let that person go. It's horrible. And I think that's what happened to this. That's what was, if I remember correctly, that's what was happened. This man, she got sick. They didn't know it was TB or anything, but it was on his soul to take care of her. And it's very sad because I can't imagine being in that place mentally. It's heartbreaking, right? Like fucking Christ, how can you? It's very sad, but I've seen it a lot. I've seen it many times. Launch yourself, dude. You'd be airborne. That'd be fucking. Just watch someone inhale you. Most things need goo. Yeah, most things need a goo. It's true. Oh yeah, did you? Oh wait, Lizzie, did you? Are you not? Are you negative? Did you test negative? I didn't even see it. Did you test negative? Fuck yes. I didn't even. Did we test it? Yes. Oh, thank fuck. It's just a cold. So no shit, Lizzie. Not to freak you out, but normally when you get COVID tests, you get like one or two in the box, right? So when I got back from Vegas, For TwitchCon, I tested the first night I was back, negative. Tested 24 hours later, positive. And I had it, but it incubates. So test tomorrow. I would do another one tomorrow. Just in case, just because you have them, why not? Make sure you're good. Test again. Seriously, COVID can incubate and sit, and that's exactly what happened to us. Is it just sat, and we didn't know until I was suddenly so tired I felt like I was dying, and I was like, I'm gonna do another test. Oh look, COVID. They do. I think all the tests have expiration dates on them, right? When I would want to come home from Africa, the number of tests was high, then full quarantine till time to leave. And is that all the time, zombies? Or is that just during COVID times? Oh, no shit. My sister did a mission trip to Africa, and on the plane back, someone had TB. It shouldn't be. Oh, man. Man. Did we do it was it a couple days? It wasn't one day. I'm trying to remember, Zach. So we got home Monday, right? I think we got home Monday because we immediately streamed on Tuesday. Tuesday, I felt fine. And I think we tested Tuesday, I think. And then Wednesday, I started feeling like shit, but I couldn't remember which day we did the second test. But it incubates. Zach is absolutely correct. Please test again. Just if you have the test, why not? Like, just fucking do it. It definitely incubated in us, and we did not come up positive for a couple days. I didn't remember if it was a couple days or not, though. Oh, it was because of TB? Oh, no shit. I mean, TB really is. It's kind of like a biological weapon. One person with TB in a room of 1,000 people can infect those 1,000 people in under 15 minutes if they coughed enough. That's how airborne it is. It's very, very bad. TB is not to be fucked with at all. Does Ethiopia have like a TB kind of endemic kind of thing? I don't know. I've never been. Yeet. Not according to the studies I did in school. I mean, true TB, I've never seen an asymptomatic in my life. Like, by the time you're coming into the hospital and we're testing you to see if you have TB, you're usually coughing up blood. Because most people stay at home. I mean, the first symptoms of TB are like flu symptoms. You get dizzy, you get kind of sweaty, you feel kind of shitty. So most people are like, I've got the flu and I stay home. And then a week later, they're coughing up blood and they come in the ER. Good morning, David. But I'm only one person. I only did one study. About COVID test expiring, it said this: expiration dates extended tests may show expired dates in the box, but FDA has extended those dates. See the full list of extended expiration dates. So I think someone was saying that earlier. Yeah, you can. Oh, Knife said it. Yeah. So is that what it says on your box, Donna? Does it say like up to 6 months past expiration date? Yeah, and Glut was positive literally the night he got back. I don't know. COVID's weird. It was because we put it on Twitter and someone said, "Oh, yep." It was Jebro. Yep, my boy Jebro was like, "You guys should test again in a couple days," and we were like, "Man, okay, fine." Self-diagnosing TB I mean, I would hope not. But I mean, if you cough up blood, please go to the ER. I've had a lot of people come coughing up blood that do not have TB. I mean, seriously, in hospitals that were not the TB clinic, I've only had a handful of patients in my entire life that actually had active TB. Um, but we do have people coming in coughing up blood all the time, but it's usually because a blood vessel in their throat bursts because they've just stayed at home with a cold for too long and they've coughed themselves stupid. Like, I've told you guys that I had someone one time come in coughing so hard, we put him under to intubate him, and when I went to intubate him, I couldn't even see his throat hole because he had coughed so much over the past 3 weeks that his entire, like, back of his throat looked like, literally like hamburger, like raw hamburger. I could not see a hole. There was no breathing hole, so we just had to trach the fucker. It was fucking wild. Don't just sit at home and be sick, for fuck's sake. If you're coughing blood for 3 weeks, maybe go to the ER. I don't know. Just an idea, but who the fuck am I? I really need to go. I want to cheers with you guys real bad, and I left my bowl in the kitchen. So let's take a quick break, and I'm just going to go get that. Yeah? Yeah. And then did I just... If you gave me a TikTok link or anything funny in the past, I don't know, 15 minutes, I just closed it. So feel free to repost those. I'm gonna go hate myself for a few minutes. Fucking idiot. Right next to my lighter, which I'd also lost, so that's nice. I mean, I'm assuming the expiration dates are probably I was literally thinking about it, like, why would they expire? Obviously, there's chemicals and shit in there, but, it probably has to do with, like, shipping and shit, right? Like, if COVID tests are sitting in a box in a warehouse somewhere being exposed to weather, heat, cold, whatever, that would exponentiate the half-life of the chemicals that are doing the test. Versus if they're in your home in a cupboard where it's, temperature controlled and not cooking, I imagine they're probably better. I don't know. Oh, this is perfect. Donna actually just put up a link about expiration dates if anybody's worried about it. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate that. That's so nice to know. Fuck yeah, dude, Spirit Box is everything. No, they did a guest vocalist? Oh my god, hold on, let me pull it. Thank you for seriously, I went to play the ad and closed an entire window I had with all these TikToks and shit in it that were supposed to be funny, and I wanted to watch, and I was so mad. I hate when I'm an idiot sometimes like that. Fuck. Oh my god, yes, this is my favorite version. This is my favorite version. I fucking love this version of Holy Roller. It's so good. It's got what's his name? Ryo Kinoshita? Is that how you say the name? Oh, there's a use by. So there's an expiration date and then there's a use by date as well, kind of thing, right? Good morning, Taco. I hope you're doing well. So when I was asking, is there anything approved by the FDA that won't come with the expiration date on its packaging? Yeah, is it different information on the site versus the packaging, basically, right? I haven't watched Alice in Borderland. I've tried a couple times. Isn't it? It's like Korean horror, right? Something like that. It gets subtitled. I haven't had a moment to sit and actually like stare at a screen to read it. I have an itch. Good morning, Bezabelly. Sorry. For why? Oh my god, David. Let's be real. You know better. It's not all Americans. There is a very special population of people in the world that really think JFK is coming back from the dead, and I just don't know what to do about that mentally. It is. It's insane. Finished the first season last night. Into the second one. It's actually dubbed and not. Oh, really? It's not badly done. It's amazing. Took me 3 times to get past the first episode. That's it. Okay. That's the same thing. I just can't get into the first episode. Okay, I'll try it again. It says JFK Abraham Lincoln shit. That's what I assume. It literally is titled JFK's reincarnation. And I'm not fucking with you when I say there are people who have been sleeping by the JFK Memorial in Washington, D.C. for almost a year now because they think he's coming back from the dead. I wish that wasn't real. It is, though. You fucking got me, man. I don't know. About this the other day. There are harmless conspiracy theories out there. Like, if you like numerology and names, and you do you, boo boo. I can't with that. I mean, if I go through just my family tree, I can go back 11 generations, and every single generation has at least one John, one Catherine, one Edith. We weren't very original with names. Connecting names the further back you go is not going to get you much success because literally everyone had the exact same name. I am the 12th Catherine in my family because originality doesn't exist. We could go real numerology. My name is also five letters, five letters, five letters, middle, last, first. Yeah, we could go. It's just get a snake. It's fun, cool, it's hilarious, but like I don't know. I just Abe Lincoln is kind of a dickbag. Fun news, I watched the music video for My Chemical Romance, Helena. What? Oh my god, you're right. That's really creepy. I never put that one together, LZT. My name is 5 letters, 5 letters, 5 letters, and the last letter in all of my names is the 5th letter of the alphabet. I could be a full conspiracy all on my own if we want to get into numerology and name shit. It means nothing. My dad was crazy. So he did that. That's it. And by crazy, I mean a fucking alcoholic. Sorry, I'm moving this shit over really quick. I'm Knives, what? Helena's one of the best music videos that's ever existed. It's quite literally what I based a lot of my entire person on. Like, I wanted to be that girl. I might still. I don't know. I'm. I just how? How? I mean, I know how, but like how? You know? Ronald Wilson Reagan 666. Ronald Wilson Reagan was a. We just went outside. We just went outside, bro. We just did it. I know that's not what you need. I don't know what you want right now, but that's not what you need. I'm the second coming. Evidence, clitoris. Jesus Christ. I just had to pull up the MCR fan when I was a child. Still am. But that, like, just her dance portion of that music video, you can tell she's a professional dancer. But, like, she's almost shaking with all the tension she's holding in her body as she dances down the aisle. And it just, I don't know what it was. It got me as a kid. And she's gorgeous. And my little goth heart wanted to be her so fucking bad. That was definitely my childhood right there. I mean, you gotta go, bud. I've elbowed you in the head so many times. Go, go, go. Go lay down. I love you. I love you. We just went outside. He's just being needy. I love my dog so much, but I've nailed him in the head so many times. He's gotta lay down. I feel like I'm abusing my fucking dog. Oh my god, I love Kunk on Earth. Is this a Kunk on Earth clip? Shut up. I've watched Kunk on Earth a shameful amount of times. Hello, Cocky, my love. I hope you're doing well. The Titanic theories, see, because they're harmless. Like, I like to read about those conspiracy theories because they're interesting. The history of them is fascinating, but it doesn't hurt anybody. Like, it's not spreading some sort of misinformation that's going to get people killed by talking about the Titanic and whether or not it went down because of X or Y. Those are interesting to me. Same with, like, reptilians and shit. It's interesting. It's harmless to an extent, exactly. I mean, yes. Yes, lots of them, unfortunately. That is something I've learned listening to true crime. Honestly, Lizzie, I guess I was just raised very naive. I had no idea that, like, I would say over 90% of conspiracy theories stem from anti-Semitism. It's wild. And when you follow them back far enough, they really do. You're just like, I really cannot for the life of me come up with the hate, like, why people just fucking hate Jewish people. What the fuck is going on? Nah, Tracy Phillips is her name. She's the daughter of an NFL head coach. The fuck? Did you just look all that up or did you know that? I'm impressed either way. I'm wondering how different my life would have been if I saw that video when I was 16, 2004. It was obsessive. I mean, I was just like, that video hit me so hard in a weird way. I don't know. Their music's great. I mean, MCR was fantastic. But that video, all their videos, honestly, MCR makes really good videos. They're just like visually pleasing, you know? Hold on, these are the two clips I grabbed. I don't know. A doctor came in wearing PPE kit and the patient, oh, shut up. Oh no. Okay, to be real, that's some horrifying PPE. The fuck? Oh my god. That's like surgical bunny suit. Oh my god. You do have to be very careful going into patients' rooms, man. Patients do sundowning and shit, and they can come at you. That is what. Come on! Google it. Okay, yeah. Google didn't exist when that video came out, believe it or not. I had no way to Google that. I met a woman today who had a poodle, Burmese. Oh my God, mountain dog mix. I commented it must be smart, and she said it wasn't. As we talked, I watched it try to eat a rock. No shit, I had a Bernese mountain dog when I was a child, and it was a dumb fucking dog that ate rocks. Is that a Bernese thing? I'm not kidding you. My little sister's roommate in college had a Bernese that ate things. Like things, not food. Like it was obsessed with eating things. Maybe that's a Bernese thing. Do they just fucking eat rocks? That's weird. That's the third Bernese I've heard of just like chewing on rocks. They have Pika, like literally genetically. A lizard theory is born from anti-Semitism. It is, yeah. I mean, it totally is, yeah. Bernese are sweet as hell. I mean, seriously, our Bernese name was Mandy, and she was the sweetest, most lovable, dopey dog. I mean, she was just, just happy to see you all the time. She was a fucking great dog, but dumb as a bag of rocks.
Fuck you, Jonesy. Your mom shot come straight across the room, killed my Japanese fighting fish, threw out the pH levels in my aquarium, you piece of shit.
Fuck you, Shores. Did you hear yourself? Mandy can tip $25 for horse or a decent chair. None of that useless food or weed.
Amen. That alert will make me laugh forever. Fucking Letterkenny is everything. Robo's almost done with Letterkenny. I'm so proud. A trailer from 8 years ago. Wait, why? Is it a big Beagle conundrum? The belly's never full, so fill it with whatever. Maybe that's it. Yes. Wasn't there also a conspiracy the queen was something else? Like there was more than one person was the queen. Like actually she died many years ago and she's been replaced or something. I don't know. Give your balls a tug, you tit fucker. Yeah. Okay, this is the other. I love her so much. She's like painful. Fuck, she's fucking funny. No. Internet's being a shit fart right now. I'm just leaving it. I'm not gonna touch it for a second. Have you ever seen Excalibur? Yeah, he did come a lot. I mean, I'm surprised she's never seen it, to be honest. It's a fairly old movie. It's the blinking, it's her flat, like, affect. And she's genuinely serious. Like, she comes across as very genuine when she asks these horrifically stupid questions out loud. And I think that's why the historians oftentimes get very, like, they're like, I think I actually have to answer this. I think this person actually wants to, it's just, I don't know what to do. She watched the entire show on her stream? That's ballsy. Arthur would have came a lot if BBC Merlin, oh my god, aired past 9 p.m. That's pretty ballsy to watch the entirety of a show on your stream, man. I push the boundaries pretty hard on my stream, I feel like, when it comes to things that are actually not allowed, that I'm, like, sneaking with my black magic. But watching it is educational. I mean, no shit, that's probably honestly how she did it. And good for her. I ain't saying, like, let's not be, sky is precious and to be protected at all costs. Is that to be agreed upon? Yes? Yes. I'm just saying, I don't have those balls. I would be scared to watch an entire show. Yeah, Sky is an angel to be protected at all costs. If I ever hear of one of you going there and sassing her because she watched a show, I will come after you personally and hurt everything you love. Don't do that. Just as a side note, I am a little fierce about people I love and care about, and that's one of them. We don't. Just to make that clear. Cheers to that. Yeah, hard same. You come to me, I'll fucking go. I'll go to town. I got a legal license to unplug bitches. Let's fucking go. You know, I have your thing up right now, Yoshi. I'm trying to get it to buffer for a sec. Um, it's really flattering to me that like when you guys say like, "Oh yeah, we love also watching these other streamers who I myself really look up to and see as very intelligent people." It's like super flattering. I just have to say, you know? Like I was noticing that when people were posting their like Twitch recaps, I would go through them and there wasn't one Twitch recap where I felt icky about other streamers in that person's, which is it's a weird thing, but you never like there are some streamers that just make me feel icky and are just they seem very money grubby and aren't my favorite people in the entire world. But that's never happened. It's always just like, me and then a bunch of people who I like or like other sciencey people on streams and stuff like that. And it's cool. It's flattering. Skylace is so fucking smart. Like I look up to her so much. She's such a brain. Excuse me. If the VODs don't exist, nobody knows. So what I've figured what I've like gotten away with so far, I guess you would say, Barry. The reason we're able to like sit here and watch TikToks and do like react content for lack of a better word, is I found a YouTube video that taught me how to separate the audio from the VOD. So that's what sucks about it, I guess, is that if you watch any of my VODs, there is no music, there is no backtrack, there's nothing. It's just me silent all day. Even though we have music here, um, so no matter what we watch, it's gonna be muted on the VOD. But like, God forbid someone came after me. Like Netflix owns that Kunk show. What if they came after me? Like they're playing it now. Like they have BBC did the original and then Netflix does it now. I don't know. Like it would just make me I'm paranoid about that stuff. This is literally my livelihood, and if it got shut down, I don't know what I would do. I would be fucked. I wouldn't be able to afford therapy, drugs, or life. It just makes me kind of nervous. I got real sweaty off that hit. Do you use a different name when you watch them? What do you mean? What do you mean? TV license going up? What do you mean? Speaking of brain, have you had a chance to check out the young lady I introduced you to at TC, the space one? She's been showing some. Remind me who? I'm drawing a blank. You know the thing, Barry. Yeah, that's essentially all I did. And I learned it via Genova sent it to me because Avery found it. Well, Sia found it, and she obviously like you guys know, Lil Avery is one of my oldest dearest friends on Twitch. She when Twitch decided to actually like come down on us for DMCA stuff, she is a streamer who literally makes her entire living off of Just Dance, which is all music. So she was like, what the fuck do I do? There goes my career. She found this video, so I mean, thank fuck, because the year of not being able to listen to music with you guys was the only time in my entire streaming career that I didn't like what I was doing every day. Like listening to slow fucking that oh, what is it? Chill hop shit all day. Ugh. Oh my god, the space dress. No, I have not. I completely forgot, actually. I just completely spaced. Nope. I have not. I completely forgot. Dude, Donna, hard same. I feel that way so hard. We have to pay a fee to watch TV or BBC on catch up. What? You have a TV tax? What? So in the UK to watch live, recorded of live TV, we have to pay a license to watch? How do you dodge paying it? If you don't pay it because you don't watch TV BBC, you get harassed constantly and threatened with a $1,000 fine, even if you say, go away, I don't have TV. Wait. Wait, they can fine you for not paying a TV tax when you don't have a TV. Um, so so if I move into a house that has a fucking TV jack in the wall, but I don't use cable, would they be able to fine me £1,000? What the fuck? You just don't pay it, but you can get jail time. I don't. Man, I'm so glad America's not the only confusing, fucked up place in the world. Because what? The fuck? I mean, it just atta so this is where my brain goes. Like, if you have cable TV, wouldn't you get a cable bill? And that's how they would know you're using cable. Therefore, they could just put the tax on your cable bill. But if you're not using cable, you probably not use. I don't know. That's wild. I mean, the UK is no better or worse than America. From what I hear from my friends over there, the real stories, we're just two sides of the same fucking coin. You know, just fuckery on a different flavor. They legally can't enter your home to check, but they act like they can. That is so. I mean, in America, in American terms, I would be like, what a waste of tax dollars that people are actually doing this, going out of their way to try to secretly find out if you have TV to charge you £12 a month. They're Freeview, which is free other than a TV license. Weird. So you have cable and then Freeview, and then the Netflix, HBOs of the world on top of that. That's excessive. So they're doing the same shit to you that they're doing to us, essentially, where it's like, back when we were kids, our parents were paying hundreds of dollars for these crazy TV packages to have like one channel. And then we all like, we're not going to do that. And then we got Netflix and now it's just going bad again. It's basically the same. Yeah, it's just going shitty again. They're just trying to like, yeah, okay, cool. Same shit, different flavor. I'm telling you, we're just mirror images. We're no different. So as long as you don't watch live TV or shows that were recorded live or BBC radio channels on your, but like, I don't understand how they can prove that. Dude, absolutely, Cinemus. I actually got a new strain that's pretty good. I'll tell you what it is. See if you've heard of it. Cake pie. Does it have the genetics? Sometimes they have the genetics on them. So, nope. Burning today for a brighter tomorrow. Weed. Cake pie, yeah, it says it's THC is 32.44. Who the fuck knows what that means? But I like it. It's a nice smooth strain, but oh my god, Cinemos, I cannot tell you. It stinks so bad. Holy shit. It smells like a rotten skunk vagina with lemon on it. Pinefall, baby! I cannot. It smokes real nice, but Jesus fucking Christ. How are they acting like they can come to your house? I'm imagining it's similar to the way, like, power company people come to our house and read our meters outside. Something like that. So I have Sky Cable for me, but for me to watch my Sky, I have to pay the extra TV tax. It feels like a case of nickel and diming. Like, they basically put a tax out there. It's £12, where it's, like, not enough to like, oh my god, that's excessive. So people will just pay it. But I don't, like, what the fuck is that for? Where is that going? My parents had one of those pirate boxes back in the day until they started going, oh my god, they actually had one? I wish. Yeah, Baskin shit bonds. 31 flavors of shit! Do you like corn, kids? I've heard of bailiffs breaking into people's houses. That's crazy to me. That's for a TV tax for £12. Given the Sky also has the same channels as free TV. So basically, I mean, there's kind of no way to get around. It just seems weird. I don't know. I don't like being nickeled and dimed. Cheers, Cinemus. Shit pisses me off. I want to know where it's going. Like, what the fuck is the point? They'll come at us and be like, it's not that much. Why are you complaining? I'm like, yeah, it's not that much. Why are you asking for it? What is it? Where's it going? Hmm? See, I'd rather know the growers. It's so confusing. I was just talking about this yesterday, actually, because I just got the weed yesterday. And, like, all the packaging has different fun labels or whatever, different jars and shit like that. And it's so confusing because sometimes these two could be the same grower, but I wouldn't know. And I just want to know because I feel like that's where I would know how to get my good weed. A good grower is in general aiming to grow good weed. Brands don't mean shit to me, or strains or whatever. It's fucking annoying. You should petition for that. I'll sign it. My favorite strain in our library is probably the lowest numbers of endocannabinoids. I've talked about that so many times. That's why I always say, like, allegedly when I read those numbers off. There's been no rhyme or reason. There's been no correlation, I should say. There's no correlation between these THC erroneous numbers. We have no idea how they're testing them or where they're coming from and how high I get at all. I have some, like, one of the strains I got recently is only, like, this one's 17%, and I can't smoke it on stream because it knocks me out. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't buy weed by its percentage. I go by what my bud tender says is dank because I trust them. It used to be that the BBC has no normal adverts as it was all paid for by the Oh, do you have adverts now? I feel like you definitely do. Last time I was in London, my hotel had advertisements for sure. So I've lived on my own for like 20 years, not paid once, and I get letters all the time saying and being investigated and shit because I don't have a license. So they're basically, I mean, it's nothing. It's just threatening you forever. I see it. My OCD is too much to be paranoid, so I had to get those letters. We tried for a bit, but I would do the same. I would do the same, but I'm betting they kind of bet on people doing that, and they're just raking it in. My understanding is BBC is like PBS, not publicly funded, not via ad revenue, but unlike PBS, you have to pay for it. I'm a dumb American too. Yeah, I don't understand, but that kind of makes sense. But we don't have to pay for PBS, right? I haven't had cable since I've never had cable on my own. I've literally never paid for cable in my entire life. My parents had it for a little bit when I was like a senior in high school, but I have no idea. I've never had it. I've never had TV. I never found the appeal. It's like 5 million channels with literally nothing happening. I don't like I think some people love surfing. I think do you see this haunted Victorian child? Speaking of tuberculosis, what was it like to die of consumption in 1809?
Mother, I crave thee.
Oh my god, no shit, Zuni, seriously? Is it a poodle thing? Because my boy poodle does the same shit. He does it everywhere in the house. And I have talked about this because she doesn't know that I know she's there until I look at her. But I wonder, like, what's going through her face? I mean, her brain, her head. Does she think I sense her? Like, what is going through her head right now? I know. Are you my mummy? I'm so glad I'm not the only one, because sometimes I wonder, like, am I not giving you attention in the way I should be? Because my boy does that all the time. My boy Trick, he follows me around the house, and, like, if I'm in the kitchen making cookies or something, he just sits perfectly upright in the most perfect posture and just stares at me. And I'm like, what's going on? What do you want? I know. And she'll kind of creep closer, and eventually she'll just put her head on my lap. I'm glad they're not the only ones. It is. Yes, it's crazy. Oh my god, they do the same thing in my bedroom. So we have like a routine or whatever, like our rules. They can't just get on my bed. They're not allowed on the bed unless I invite them, and they have to be gentle, and it's lay down calm time. That's not playtime. Like that's basically like unspoken rules. But they will do this. Sit perfect posture and just fucking stare at me while I'm reading in bed forever until I acknowledge them. Sometimes I just sit there like, what are you thinking? Ew. What? What's going on? Come here. Oh, my God. She just slammed her head on the desk. What do you want? Show me what you want. Show me. Show me. Show me what you need. Is it a pet? She's so precious. Do your poodles also pet themselves to show you what they want? That's what she's doing. She'll slap herself in the face until I do what she like. She likes. I do this knuckles. I rub my knuckles on her eyes. She loves it. I don't get her nose. You're so cute. You're so cute. What? Baby girl. Oh yeah, David. And then if I don't notice them, because I've gotten used to it, they're almost 3. If I don't notice them sitting and staring at me while I'm sitting on my bed reading or something, then they'll like do the just rest just their little face on the edge of the bed and like pout. And then Lilith, my girl here, we call her Billith when she's being silly. Bill has like developed this habit. I mean, I don't know, a thing she does now, which I think is really precious. So they know the rules, right? Like I just told you, like the rules are very minimal. I love to cuddle my dogs, but you don't just jump on the bed. You're not allowed on the bed unless I'm up there and I invite you up, right? But in their mind, it's like it's their feet. Like in their mind, don't put your feet on the bed. So what Lil has started to do is like, hold on, Bill, I have to show them. Like if my desk was my bed, she'll do the face thing, like have her cute little face there, and then she'll like Naruto her arms back and start to like fucking weasel up the bed. But her arms are here. So in her mind, it's not cheating. And she'll just keep going. I know, and it's like, you're so smart, but also what? She does, it's like the army crawl, but she's doing like with her chest. I do often call her, she's my fuzzy weasel worm. She does it all the time, and it's just, I can't fault her. She did win. She did beat the system. That is why I don't want them on the bed. Dirty feet. We clean their feet first. Her hip's doing a little bit better. I can't. It's weird because it flares up every once in a while. She's kind of had this hip thing for a couple years now, and I can't tell if it flared up because it got fucking shockingly cold really fast, or if she injured it. But I get these little CBD treats that are specifically meant for dogs, and they're like 5 milligrams of CBD a piece or whatever, and it helps so much. She stops limping as much, but also it calms her down so she's not like, you know, sprinting through the yard on it or whatever and re-injuring it. Man, one of those a day that I think has made a huge difference. I think it just takes the swelling off it because she's not like a boisterous dog. Like they play, but she's not the one who's jumping 6 feet in the air or barrel rolling. That's Trick. That's my boy here. He's the one who's rough and tumble. Lil's delicate. Like she always has been. She's the one that kind of stands back. She gets excited and does a little dance, but she won't like join in on like a huge like rough and rumble with other dogs or whatever. So I just don't understand how the fuck it's like how she did it. I want to prevent it, I don't want it to happen anymore. Come here, Bubba. What are you doing? What are you doing over there? You want to come say hi? Oh, he watches TV. She doesn't. She was under my desk. He watches TV though. It's like, it's not that I didn't like fuck with him to experiment or anything, but I noticed he would always like rest his little face if I invite him up on the bed. He'll rest his little face and watch movies with me. Or like if I'm on my phone looking at, Instagram something someone sent me, he puts his head behind my phone and watches. And I've noticed lately, just because it's winter, they like to cuddle in bed a little bit more. He'll come up and cuddle with me, but like if I have my knees up because I'm reading a book or something and Zach's watching TV, he'll move his head around my knees. He has to watch the TV. And he watched his pupils. Like he's watching it. What are you taking in? I wish, just for a day, I wish you could talk and tell me what's going on in that little noodle of yours. Just one, though, because I think you would never shut up. Bob, 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 squirrel. Bob, Bob, I love you, Bob, Bob, squirrel. Bob, Bob. That being said, poodles, man. I don't know. They might be my new favorite. Millie was the most perfect beast in the entire world. My pug, who passed away a couple years ago. Like, don't get me wrong. Literally the queen of our lives. Nothing can ever be better than Millie or Link. However, they're like smart without being assholes, and I like that in a dog. I feel like there's some breeds out there where they're like hyper intelligent, but it also comes with kind of like a really dominating nature and they just tend not to be like snuggly and dopey. These guys are like super smart idiots. And I like it. Revolticon, they've never gotten confused about the makeup. I've wondered that when I got my hair dyed. That was the one that freaked. I was like, oh shit. Like when I get it, it's so great. This is usually what I do. I only get my hair done once a year because it's so expensive. But once a year, usually I go get it bleached, dye it some fun colors or whatever. And when I come home, I'm like, dude, if they don't recognize me, nothing has ever done it except a hood. And I don't know what hoodie it is. I cannot figure it out. But there's been once or twice where like I come out of the back part of the house into the front where the dogs are, and I'm wearing like a hoodie or a beanie, and Lilith will growl at me and like act standoffish and start jumping away. Like I'm really far away. It's not like I'm standing next to her, but she acts like she doesn't know who I am for a fucking couple seconds, and then she's like, "Oh, just kidding." But that for some reason, hoods, right? Yeah, I don't know which hood it is. It's like some I think it's one of Zach's hoodies because it's like a big black hoodie. Just a hoodie sweater. But that's it. That's the one. Trick, he's fine. But the hoodie has freaked Bill out a couple times. I don't know why, but makeup never gets it. Hair, I don't know. I sometimes I wonder because you know how dogs are like theoretically color blind ish, like they see very very little color. I wonder if dogs identify things or people or whatever that they recognize more by maybe like body language, gait, and smell than vision. You know, I don't know. I wonder that sometimes. Yep, Luna, same. I'm like, you got to take your hat off. Like, just make a good impression on my dog first, then put your hat back on. Like, I don't give a shit. But if you have a hat on, they're gonna think something's up. I don't know why. I know that's literally what she did. She acted like I was breaking into the house. It was so weird, and I just stood there like, "What the fuck, Lilith?" And when I spoke, that's when she was like, "Oh my god, mom!" But it was weird. Maybe she just has terrible eyesight. I honestly have no idea. But my boy Trick, he's chill as fuck. He only barks when there is danger. His bark scares me. Like if he barks, that means someone's outside against my fence or something, and it's like this deep fucking like, whoa, shit, and you're like, bah! It makes your skin crawl. He's got a very scary bark, huh? You don't use it a lot, but you got it. It's in you. I've heard it. You're awful cute. He's such a good boy. Yeah, Viata, I think there's something about it where it truly changes the way we look so intensely, it's scary. I don't know, like, what about a hood, but something about it. I think actually Link sometimes, never mirror, my ex Brian, but, like, if some people that would come in a hoodie or a hat, he would growl and back up from them, and Link was the dopiest, sweetest, love the person trying to kill you kinda golden retriever, the true golden retriever that loved everybody, but every once in a while, it was a hoodie or a hat would set him off. I'm glad my dogs aren't the only ones. Oh my god, Spotify just loaded up again. Jesus Christ. It just went black. I mean, it just literally just died. Do you need a... Okay. Hi, bub. You just coming in for a snuggle, I think. Should we put music on? Have some sort of backtrack so we're not sitting with our existential silence all day? Yeah? You're so cute. Really, Mishy? Okay, so hood, there's something with hoods. I might look into what it is. I'm just curious, like maybe someone's looked into it. Like, what does it do that changes how we appear and look so drastically that it's such a common denominator? You know what I mean? Revoltcon, I think about that all the time. They grew so stupid fast. When I got them, remember they were butterballs I could hold in one hand. They were just a belly with fur. They were so chunky. And I remember, like, I look at those pictures sometimes because I have, the pictures from the day we brought them home. And I thought Trick was going to be a runt. There's a fruit fly. I really thought he was going to be so small. Because they're ancient history media way back on my something somewhere. But if you ever run across them, Trick was significantly smaller than Lilith. And they were from the same litter, same parents. But he was like half the size. And he just had the smallest face. I remember looking at him, like his nose was so small. And now he's like almost 20 pounds heavier than her. And he's just like solid muscle. He's huge. You beat the runt statistic, bud. I didn't pick him because he was tiny, but he was really small. I truly thought he'd be smaller than Lil. But you are not. You are a big boy, huh? Yeah, ma, I ate all the food. He's so oh, it's so weird. Watching them walk around, you can really see how different their, like, body structure is, I guess. Lil is more like me. I consider her, like, skinny fat. She's, like, floppy and, like, has lots of skin, lots of extra skin, and when she walks, like, her whole body kinda wiggles, like, her whole body kinda does this, like, wiggle. When he walks, it's like watching a bodybuilder walk. He has no hip wiggle, no sway. He has, like, ham hocks, like, his ass muscles are so thick. He just, like, ugh, ugh, when he walks, it's so different. She's, like, loose and, kinda bouncy, and he's like, huh, 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 huh. It's bizarre, but it's muscles, dude. I can feel it in him. He's just a rock. He's got a solid I mean, he's really is like a brick house. It's weird. Little slim fast of dog. She kind of is. What up, Ceiling? How are you? She kind of is. She's like, I make fun of her and call her scrawny. She's not scrawny. She's got lots of muscle and stuff, but she's got lots of skin. Like, I could pull her skin off her back up to here. You cannot do that on him. He's solid B. He's a man. You're a man. You can be whatever you want to be. I don't care what you call yourself. You want to identify differently. That's okay with mom. You're a poodle. That's what you are. Squish your cat, everybody. He is. He's just a baby. I think that's why I mean, I've had girl dogs my whole life, but I really wanted to get a boy dog because they're just kind of like always a big baby. They're kind of like dopey forever. Again, Millie was the queen of my life and perfect, and I loved her so much. But every female dog I've ever had, including Lil, you see this level of intelligence in their eyes. Like they're thinking when they look at you, which is great. But like, I kind of like that I look in his eyes and it's just, Bob. You know? It's it's relaxing to look into the void once in a while and just see nothing. They're almost 3, Yoshi. I know. This March 25th. 3 years old. My old man. I know it's crazy. They still act like puppies. I still think of them as puppies, but now they're like 80-pound puppies. I think I drink all my water. There was a drip drop. My great uncle has a German Shepherd, something mixed. Like you can tell it's a German Shepherd, but he's abnormally huge for a German Shepherd. That doggo hasn't seen me in 6 years and growled at me for a moment before I said, "No, stop, it's me." And then he wiggled his tail so hard that his entire butt started wiggling. Bill does that, and I love it. She like loses control of her butt. Oh, I love it. He's actually quite aggressive. Oh, and defensive dog that could easily maul me because he was trained to protect the residents. Oh, there you go. From wild animals, because my great uncle lived in a forest farm. That kind of makes, I mean, honestly, a lot of people have dogs for that reason. I kind of get it. But my dog's memory, like their smell memory and like audio memory, whatever you would call it, is off the charts. Like my little sister got her dog Sirius when the year I moved to Baltimore, actually, which was a long time ago now. And I spent maybe a couple months with him when he was a puppy, and then I moved away, and then I was going home once a year. And to this day, when I go home, he loses his fucking shit when I walk in the house. He starts like crying and whining and wagging his tail like absurdly, and he falls at my feet and rolls over. And every time I go, I'm like, if he doesn't remember me, like I'm gonna cry. He always remembers me, and it baffles me because I really I'm not, a staple. I've never been a staple in his life by any means. He's my sister's dog, but like it's bizarre that dogs have that kind of like I think it's not like I remember this person as blah blah blah. I think it's like your smell, the sound of your voice equates to them safety. My owner isn't nervous. No, everyone like my owner loves this person. I think it's more like an emotional scale of it, you know what I mean? Oh my god, that's like Lilith. I'm not kidding you. Luna, Lilith is the same. So Trick, and I think this is because he's so muscular, but he's so like solid when he wags his tail. Bubba, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Wag your tail for me. Do it. Okay, apparently not right now. It's very much like poo, 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 like calculated, like a fucking metronome. When Lil gets excited, her whole body, like she can't figure it out. Her tail wags, but then it goes up her spine. And, like, I call it the Wiggles, but it's the cutest thing in the entire world because her entire body, she just starts, like, doing this shit and wiggling with her tail, and she just loses her mind, and it's the cutest shit. Oh, she's so precious. It's so fucking cute. The poodle historically was a versatile hunting dog. Oh yeah, that's another thing I had to get used to. Developed pre-firearms originally to spring flush game birds and small game in the medieval. Oh my god, that explains the haunches. Small game in the medieval era for noblemen's falcons. Currently, the poodle is a versatile all-purpose hunting dog, adept at finding and retrieving upland games and retrieving waterfowl. Absolutely, I actually thought they were designed to be specifically for waterfowl. You taught me up today. I was taught that they were like water dogs specifically, and that's why they were bred to have like hair instead of fur. You know, like poodles, that's why their hair looks like it'll grow forever. It's like our hair. So I have to use like human products on them and shit. It's not like fur. It's different and it keeps them like insulated and warm in water somehow. But it was probably more about just general hunting dogs. But yeah, that was something I had to get used to with them. I've had like I had, you know, labs growing up. I've had all sorts of dogs that are utilized in sporting or hunting or whatever. But this is the first dog that I've had that just instinctually points like out of a cartoon. Like growing up, you know, I thought that pointing like the shit was a cartoon. I thought it was fake. I really did. I did not think that was a real thing. These guys can go from dopey to bing within a millisecond if they see something like a squirrel or a rabbit or a deer. It's wild. And I mean, until I come over and physically touch them, they cannot snap out of it. It's their whole back goes flat, their tail goes flat, and their face, and they're just like, wonk. I swear to God, they go into like zoom in mode or something. It's pretty fucking fascinating to watch. You need to go potty, bud. So cute. I love his little orc teeths. I had an English Springer Spaniel when I was growing up. I love Springer Spaniels. Yep, we had one too. His whole butt would wiggle when I came home from work. My mom had one. He passed away when I was like 3 or 4, but I remember him. I don't know, animals stick out, but I was like 3 or 4 and I remember I would walk around with my hand on his back and he would like support me and I can't remember what kind of spaniel, but he was like black and white and like medium dog size. You know, tall enough for a toddler to put their hand on his back and like walk around with him. There's a lot of different spaniels. I can't remember which kind he was, but his name was Benjamin, and I remember I could only say Benamin. I remember that. Benamin. He was a sweet fucking dog. A female boxer would piss herself whenever she saw me out of excitement. Lilith does that sometimes when she sees Rod. She's done that. Just a little wee tinkle, but she gets so excited, she just can't. She's just like, oh my god, hi! Oh no, don't look at me! All might, no. I ask her, "Are you excited? Are you so excited? Your tail going all willy-nilly, silly girl." Yep. I call Bill my wiggle worm. I'm like, oh, "My little wiggle worm, are you just so happy?" And she's like she truly is Billith is a fucking sweetheart. I call her Billith when she's being a goofball, but she's literally crawling on my lap right now. All she wants is love. I swear, if Lilith could be a purse dog and a lap dog, like if she physically could be one, she would. It's all she wants. Come on, Bill. In all the world, that's all she wants is just to lay on top of you and snuggle forever. I often compare her to a cat. She's much more like a cat, to be honest. Florida lawmakers advanced bill that would weaken child labor protection for 16, 17-year-olds. Cool. America's on fire. That's nice. Florida employers be like, we know adults hate our terrible working conditions. How about we start recruiting more desperate people who don't know their own value yet? Start them young, right? Get them used to the terrible treatment, so by the time they're old enough to do anything about it, they're dead inside and they don't know any better, right? Isn't that like? I think that's the what's the word? That's the theory. Have fun, Donna. Oh my god, side note, I watched someone make a Yule log cake the other day on YouTube and it was fucking fascinating to watch. Oh my god, Spiff, I think they're out there. I think there's livers. There's livers. And they shot down the employer that the employer would have to report sexual assault or harassment cases. Wow. They don't have to report sexual harassment to the. Okay. I'm going to go pee real quick so I don't just piss my pants out of fury. Quick break. Stand up, stretch your legs, load a bowl, do what you want to do. What the fuck? I'm pretty sure I was a child until I was at least 25. I mean, I still don't know if I'm doing things okay, but I just have this blind confidence now. I appreciate y'all being here to just like lament this with. At least we're together at the end. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I think I'm still a child. Like I'm not hundo. Raise your hand if you feel like an adult, because I don't. I'll be right back. I gotta pee so bad. So I'm peeing, right? And the bathroom is directly across the hall from Zach's office. So that is the only time that I can just hear him all day. And I hear, "Where's the vagina? I want to see the vagina. I thought all vaginas lit up." And I'm like, what in the fucking hell? So I turned the flashlight on my phone, shoved it down my pants, and went and showed everyone my glowing vagina. Sorry about that. I had to. Thank you. Thank you. It was very cold. Did I turn it off? I did. Honestly, I'm just glad it worked. Is he playing? What is he playing that he's looking at glowing vaginas? Is that the same game? What is it? The one he's been playing. I don't even know what it's called. He's playing something else. Oh, just kidding. Just kidding. Cookie Cutter? I have no idea. Oh, it's indie whatever today. That's why I can't load anything. Now I know. Best part about living with another streamer is just sabotaging the day with your glowing vagina. I know, Spiff, it's so weird. We have looked at it literally. I've tried to dissect it, and it does it to his computer too if I download a game, but it's if one of us downloads a game, it just fucks everybody, everything in the house. Our phones won't be able to do any internet, nothing. It's so fucking annoying. And like we were allegedly going to get fucking fiber and we had an appointment and they just started charging us for fiber. We never actually got fiber. So we were like, absolutely not. So we fought them, but now we just don't have it's just I've just learned that today is the day we're gonna play a game. We're gonna play some Bioshock. It's just not the day. When you're lost in the darkness, look for the light. Go to the light of the vagina. Can you imagine? It would suck. I limit Steam to 5 Mbps below my max speed just so I have room for that reason. Yep, that's basically what I think we'd have to do. Honestly, on Saturdays, it's his indie day. You know, he buys like a million games and downloads games all day. So like, he needs the fast downloads. I don't mind not having the internet for a day. Like that would suck. Throttle because he's literally like rapid fire downloading games constantly all day. If it's one day a week, it's fine. And we've just like come to an agreement that we don't download games while we're streaming unless it's today because it just fucks us both. I don't know. It's weird. But that is really smart. And that's the other thing, like the router and modem, the router and modem are in his office, like right next to him. I'm hardlined, but it's a fucking cord coming from the other side of the house underground to me. And I don't know if that does anything. I don't know anything about anything, but I'm hardlined. But it's been doing it for a while. Really? I'm just gonna make a note and maybe we can like experiment. Because he genuinely feels bad. Like he's a dick, but he's not that much of a dick. He does feel bad when it fucks me over, but it's indie day. What are you gonna do? I get it. Notes. I'm very analog. Or old. I don't know. Did I turn the music? Yeah, I did. Okay. It's actually not. So normally knives, like what it should be and what it normally is 100 up, 100 down, which is great. And I fuck you not though. Sometimes I'll wake up in the morning. I get up at like 5, 6 because I go, try to running previously, trying to run now. Post COVID, don't get COVID. It's horrible. And I'll go over to my computer and like put up YouTube or something with something going on for the dogs so they have noise in the morning so they don't freak out when I'm running or outside. And YouTube will take like 10 minutes to load one page. And so I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I'll do a speed test and I'll have a 20 download and 100 up. Out of nowhere. No one's awake. Nothing's happening. Computers are asleep. And that happens randomly. And I'm like, I just don't. Is something fucking what? Uh, 5 Mbps below max. It's just weird. Unless, oh my god. Unless, hold on. Unless you have QS quality of service or a bunch of random possible settings on the router set, but then yeah, one of the users can eat your whole lineup. That's basically what happens. And I can do it. I mean, honestly, it's one day a week. I can handle it. It's whatever. It's just weird and annoying. I think Colorado's broken because I've never lived anywhere and had problems like this in my life. I've lived some weird places. It's just very weird here. But that's okay. It's just annoying. I at least have Spotify. But yeah, that random up down thing has been happening for a while. It happened on stream I want to say a week or two ago. All of a sudden I couldn't load anything, so I was like, fuck this, guys. I'm doing a speed test. And it was like 30 download, 100 upload, so I just couldn't load anything at all. It was weird. And it's just out of nowhere. No one's doing anything. Oh god, the cord. I mean, it's as old as the line's been put in. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like in the floor. It comes out of a hole under that bookcase, well, behind it. And it doesn't, I mean, I've literally searched the cord as far as I can for flaws in it, bends, anything. Nothing's on it. I'm aware you can't squish cords. Like, I couldn't see anything, but it does. It goes into that corner of the room, and then Zach's office, where the router and modem is the other side of the house. So it has to traverse the entire length of the house underground. I have no idea. But length of cord does do something, right? That's inevitable. That's why you see some streamers when they fucking yeet it and download a game from Steam at full speed and it fucks with their upload as the whole internet is flooded. Yes, that's happened to me. We've tried to download a game on stream and I just started getting all glitchy and shit. Yeah. Interesting. Good to know. Good to fucking know. I gotta move that spider. Oh, by the way, the spider we rehoused yesterday loves her new house. She has dug out that tunnel and is deep inside of it now. It's pretty cool. Just FYI. She's actually behind us. She's right there. Yeah, I just have to leave the browser for a second. It's just fucking not gonna work today. But that's okay because we have the DLC from BioShock to play, and I want to do that. It is so fucked up. Man, I don't think I have to, like, my reactions are fucking genuine when it comes to that shit. There's a fruit fly haunting me. And I forgot how fucked up that DLC is. Holy shit. We rehoused Lil Meg. So I have 2 of the same species, and they're 2 of my old, like, literally I've had these tarantulas almost 4 years. But they're still only like this big. They're 2 of those kind of tarantulas that grow insanely slow, but they get real big and real hairy. They're called Brazilian black beauties or something like that. Grammostola pulchra. They're gorgeous. They're often referred to as the black lab of tarantulas because they're so fucking docile and like chill. But I have 2 of them. One is named Greg from Gregarious Fister, and I've talked about this one a lot. It's my spider who buries itself for like 8 months a year. It's so fucking annoying. It drives me crazy. But I shit you not, this tarantula buries himself, covers his hole so I can't feed him or anything for 8 months a year. We see him twice a year, maybe. And I always try to do it on stream because we never see him. Whereas she's never done that. They're the exact same species. So, like, I don't know. We shall see. But she needed a new enclosure. We made it look like a graveyard. It's actually really cool looking. No, Yoshi, I didn't play with any mods at all, and I don't think I would. I honestly kind of like the game the way it was, but there is a new mod out to give streamers a mute button, like a mute button instead, because the game listens to you and you can activate monsters finding you by talking, and you don't want to ruin that. Like, you want that feature in the game. So I didn't want to do push to talk, and that's the only option they had. Someone made a mod to have push to mute, and that's great. Because when you're streaming, like, I want to acknowledge resubs and follows and shit. I want to acknowledge you guys, but I don't want to fuck my team in the game just because I'm the streamer. I don't want to be the streamer pain in the ass, who's like, oh, Katie had to say hi to a sub, so now the monster killed all of us. Whatever. That push to mute mod's going to be great. I'm excited for that. Let me see, move chat. Make sure to get rid of your personal information on it, David. I know you will, but I'm just saying it because momming. I'm that kind of person that'll be like, yeah, there's totally no personal information on that. Post something, my address is on it. I'm a space cadet. Okay, there's chat. Can I change my category? Is the stream page gonna work? Yes, okay. This is a mature rated video game that may not be suitable for some viewers. You don't fucking say. Oh, I'd probably watch someone else use the mod, 100%. I get scared by the game itself, though. Oh, Spiff, no, thank you for reminding me. I was going to try to open Discord. Oh, yes, it opened. I'm not fucked. The fucking new Discord app has fucked my Discord experience so much harder than it ever was before. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's hot. Dude, that is like perfectly fucking cooked. Was it orgasmic? That's pretty sick, dude. Toaster oven? That's pretty awesome. Side note, there's a YouTube cooking person show, whatever you want to say, that I've been watching for years. His channel is literally just called Sam the Cooking Guy. But every 420, he does a special 420 episode where he teaches you how to cook dank food, but like safely while you're super stoned. He's not allegedly super stoned, allegedly, but he teaches you how to cook a steak in a toaster oven, like a filet mignon or something like that. Nope, it's junk and it's hiding things from me. Like, I can't get into my messages on it and shit, and I really depended on mobile. Like, you guys know me, I have a hard time sitting when I'm not streaming. I don't like sitting at my PC to sit on Discord and have to type. I like to be on my phone, then I'm moving. It has fucked me, dude. I hate it. Discord was already fucking buggy, and I know it wasn't just me. Why? Why? Cheers. Hold on, sorry. I'm just moving. I want to be able to see chat. No shit. There you are. Messages is a button at the bottom of the app now? Shut up. Oh my god, I couldn't find them. I'm so happy I'm not an idiot and it was actually moved. I seriously feel a lot less insane right now. I was going crazy on that shit. It was driving me fucking nuts. Oh my god. Thank you. Hold on. It's just at the... Why? I super hate it. I super hate it. And then I was just bitching about this yesterday, but I'm going to bitch about it eternally because it makes me feel like a shitty person. Not only that, but on the phone app, they have now separated. So before, what happened is if anybody DM'd me on Discord, regardless of if we were friends on Discord or not, whatever the fuck that is, they all showed up in the same place. Like, all my DMs were in the same place. They have now created a special inbox for message requests, which I guess means we're not friends, which I don't remember the last time I accepted a friend request or where those the fuck even are. And so I had literally weeks of messages of people that I'm pretty sure think I fucking hate them or ignored them or something that were just hidden. What the fuck? I'm so glad I'm not the only one. It's such a fucking hot garbage fire. And business shit happens on Discord. You know what I'm saying? Like people that want to do business and sponsorships, and that was all just hidden in a new message category. What the fuck? Dude, that would be it though. Well, I hate some of you, especially you know who you are. I don't think I actively hate more than like 5 people right now, and one of them's Trump, so like, you know. It's just I'm already notoriously known to be really bad at messaging back. I know it, and it's just something you gotta accept about me. I have horrible, horrible anxiety about messages, and when I find something like that, my anxiety goes from like a level 500 to just like, "Ah!" real quick, you know? Because I try so hard. Oh man. It's the dumbest things to get irritated about, but like you know, you tout your DMs are open, and then people DM you, and then you don't see the DM, and then you don't respond, and then people are like, your DMs aren't open, you didn't respond, and I'm like, what DM? 2K. Back. I just thought of this randomly. I was looking at Instagram when I was out with the dogs, but I saw something that reminded me. So I often like I can't help it, but when like you know famous celebrities from my youth get all this plastic surgery and you can't recognize them anymore, it like breaks my soul that someone made them so self-conscious of themselves that they did that. And we talk about The Boys a lot. I watched The Boys a couple times, and there's a character in The Boys, Starlight, and she's got this thing going on where her lip does this, and if you watch her try to drink from a straw, it looks like her lip's dead, and I found out what it is. It's a new procedure that's highly unrecommended by every surgeon I watched. But they inject Botox into the muscle right here that like makes you be able to do this. And they paralyze that muscle and it makes your lip come up so it looks like you have like this crazy pout going on. But it makes it so you can't drink out of a straw or anything. I just feel so bad because someone did that. No one's born thinking, oh, I should inject my face with things. Someone made them feel so shitty that they put a needle in their face. And it makes me sad. Yeah, I just get pissed about it. I get really sad. Like Meg Ryan is one that always comes to mind for me, or the chick from Friends. Like they're classic cases of just like way too many fillers. And someone did that. Someone's made them feel so shitty about themselves that they put needles in their face. No, oh God, is Kelly a? I'll Google. Is she a victim of it? Just man, I think it's almost like I don't honestly know how celebrities avoid being picked apart by people in this day and age. I don't know how. It sucks. Oh, she's unrecognizable, dude. What the fuck? She is unrecognizable. Hold on, I'm just getting the photo I had was really blurry. My dudes. Who's that? How did she do that? Whoa. What the fuck? It's like she got her face bones shaved or something. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, that's the daughter. Yeah, that looked nuts. I mean, it's sad. No one is born thinking anything's wrong with themselves. Someone did that, and that makes me really sad. But wow, that is unrecognizable. She looks more like Sharon, but I think the only reason she looks more like Sharon is because she was so thin. Like she's kind of getting that like, and this is no shade. I just don't know other words. It sounds negative. The gaunt look that really thin people get. They like she genetically always had big, beautiful cheeks that made her look super young, and like she had that really round face, and they're gone. They're just like, yeah, the cheeks are gone. You know what? I wonder if she got that buccal fat removal shit. That was really popular for a while. The chick, the like snobby chick from Glee got that done, I think. And it makes it look like they're always doing this. Yeah, Snickle. I actually read an interview by that. I think her mom actually used that Ozempic stuff, and she hates how thin she is now because she looks gaunt. Like she's like, yeah. It's sad. I am not anti plastic surgery in any way, shape, or form. Like I'm not anti getting what you need to do to feel good about yourself. I'm sad that someone made you feel that shitty about yourself. That makes me sad, man. Someone made you feel so shitty you went under the fucking knife for like money. Jesus Christ, no. It's and predatory. That's the other thing. I'm the same. It's the same with like antipsychotics, antidepressants. I don't think there should be TV commercials for that. Yeah, it's very predatory. I feel like there was like a moment in time, like early 2000s-esque when there was all those shows coming out with lots of plastic surgery, like plastic surgery shows, and it made it so a lot of people just kind of felt like they had to look a certain way or something, or they had to get plastic surgery or they weren't gonna do any. I don't know. I don't know. It makes me sad. And that's really, if you get down, I mean, I sound like a I know I sound like a preachy hippie when I talk about it, but literally fat is necessary for human body function. Like you need fat like to cushion your joints and your bones and your organs and like, yeah. And to just, and it's we I knew someone who it was a respiratory therapist I worked with years ago. She got liposuction in her legs. She actually got it like all over her body. She got lipo here and on her like her inner thighs, I think. And afterwards she had to wear a full body cast so that her body wouldn't like deposit fluid in these now empty areas where they sucked out all the fat cells. But one thing I learned via her was that what happens is they like remove the entire cell, like they're removing actual fat cells. And so when you eat fat and eat lots of calories, you still gain fat, but you won't ever gain it in that spot again. So instead of just, accumulating fat in a well proportioned normal way, she only accumulated fat on the outside of her hips from that moment on and like her forearms. And it almost looked like fluid hole. It almost looked like someone who has like a problem holding fluid. I don't, there's a lot of disease processes that cause that. But seriously, it was like just out. I mean, it was wild. But it's because, like we everybody has fat cells. They just grow and swell with water and shit like that. And when you remove them, like your body doesn't. It was so. I mean, I felt so bad for her. It was so horrible. Lymphedema. Thank you. That was the word I was trying to think of. Literally, it looked like lymphedema. That's exactly what it looked like. Everywhere she didn't have lipo, that's where fat would accumulate, and it couldn't accumulate where she had lipo, and she had it, bingo wings everywhere we're self conscious of, but it just goes everywhere else in mass. You know, and which in turn just made her feel like she felt like botched, but it wasn't botched. Like the surgery was fine. She looked great after the surgery and after the full body cast, but I felt so bad for her. It was just terrible. It was, yeah. It is. It's this. Yep. Yeah, yeah. It looks like someone took her forehead and her chin and stretched her face out. That's what I thought. That's what I'm saying. It looks like someone, but it could be she kind of looks like she's going a little bit to like elongate her face, but like what happened? It's like her face is longer now. She kind of looks like a horse. Plastic surgery is fascinating to me, and again, I'm not hateful. I'm in full support of doing what you need to do to feel good about yourself. I'm just pissed someone did that to us. But, like, I think she just must have had face lipo. Really, Pitsy? Good. I don't know. I haven't had tape TV for, like, literally over, like, 15 years, so I don't know if they're still a thing. But I remember when I was younger going to my grandparents' house, and, I'm sure you've seen, like, memes of them. It'd be the commercials where it'd be like, "Do you feel sad?" And it'd have this little cartoon person under, like, their own personal little rain cloud. "Do you sometimes feel down? Maybe you need blah drug." And then it would, like, spout off all the fucking horrible side effects rapid fire. I used to never be able to put on much fat. Now I'm probably around 10%, feels a lot better. The absolute minimum for women should be 15 to 18% or something if I remember correctly. That's around what it should. It's like in very generally speaking, in order for a genetically female, we all know genders are bullshit, but you know what I mean, assigned female at birth, in order for someone assigned female at birth to be fertile, and by being fertile, I mean just for your reproductive organs to function, like drop an egg and actually have a period, they say we should be at least 16 to 18% body fat. And again, that's in general, some people are genetically like insanely low body fat. It's just the way you are. Some people are fattier bodies. They're amazing. But yeah, that's about the body percentage because if we're lower body fat percentage than that, our body thinks we're dying and it will start to decrease nutrition delivery and blood flow and oxygen delivery to organs it deems less necessary for survival, i.e. the reproductive organs. Yeah, wild. Yeah, your body absolutely needs a certain amount of fat to function. 100%. And when you get to a certain body fat percentage that is so dangerously low, your body will actually start to eat the muscle of your heart. I'm not exaggerating that. I wish I was. But there's like a huge percentage of people who survive and recover from really, really bad cases of eating disorders. And they end up only living a good 5 years and then they have a heart attack because in the midst of the eating disorder, they were so malnutritioned and so low body fat, their body ate their heart. Because your heart's just a muscle. That's all it is. Their body started feeding off their heart. And then when they got healthy and put on weight, their heart couldn't handle it. And it just gives out. And it's the fucking saddest shit in the world. Yep. Yep. Yeah, Spiff, again, it's a general thing, like all bodies are different, but in order to have visible abs, they say you have to be around 14% body fat ish. And again, that all depends on like body type and all that. But yeah, it's whenever I see someone who presents as female with abs, I'm like, "Oh man, I hope there's fat on there somewhere. I hope you're doing okay. Hope there's someone checking on you." I'm not here to judge, like I'm not the healthiest person in the world, but I hope. I hope. The lead singer of Blondie had that happen. Oh, like way too low. It happens. It's really, I mean, I think it happened to I think that's what happened to Karen Carpenter. Correct me if I'm wrong. She had an eating disorder for a super, super long time. And eventually, I think her heart gave out. Oh my God. I know. I didn't know. I mean, I wasn't taught to assume like, Brad Pitt in Fight Club abs were a healthy way of living. Like my mom wasn't like, "Oh yeah, that's the choice body." But I didn't understand what they have to go through to get their muscles to be visible like that. It's the like what is it? Carb cutting. Carb cutting and then they literally dehydrate themselves to a point of dangerous. It's pretty wild and it's all about just like get the muscles to pop out, like get all the cells that hold water, i.e. fat cells to shrink and the muscle cells show better, I guess. Oh, she had gastric sleeve. Interesting. And she regrets that? I mean, gastric sleeve doesn't like force you to lose weight. Gastric sleeve is one of the most gentle, like, weight loss surgeries I think you can have. Like, you can still stretch your stomach back out. I know that. Fat people generally have a thin layer of fat that is present throughout the entire body. Fighting against that so hard you have visible abs is dangerous. Yeah. Like that pooch that we all hate. It's literally protecting our ute and our ovaries. We're supposed to have this little guy. That is our little reproductive pad. Yeah. And we all hate it. I hate it. We all fucking hate it. Everyone hates it. Male body ideals, no, they're not great either way. 100%. Nope. Henry Cavill did that for 2 weeks just to sit in a hot tub for 3 minutes. That's, yeah. I've read about various celebrities, like male celebrities, and what they go through to get their muscles to pop. They do just, it's like, I feel like the damage they do to their bodies versus AFAB, it's just like the damage shows up way more in the future. You know, like it's going to be like liver damage, kidney damage that's going to show up later. Whereas like an AFAB person doing that, their period's going to stop. And that's going to be first sign that something's going on. You know? Oh, I thought you said she regretted it. Oh, well, whatever. Good, as long as she's happy with it. Someone said that they regretted what they had done or something. I read something that said Kelly, or not Kelly, Sharon. This is so, I hold this very personal to myself because I dealt with this a lot of my life. Like, I'm finally getting over it and don't care anymore. But most of my life, I was so self-conscious in my body for this and that reason. And, like, how do I word this? I was just talking about this recently, but it's like ads, commercials, models, whatever, the ideal bodies and celebrities that they create by, dehydrating them and working them out to a point of exhaustion and blah, 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 blah. We are like somehow led to believe, myself included, we as a society, I mean, I'm fighting against it now, but we're led to believe like that's the healthy, that's the optimal, that's the perfect, that's what we should all aim for. It's okay if we don't get quite there, but we should aim for that. When in fact, and this is no shade on models and whatnot, that's the freak. And this is the normal. Us, I mean. The variety is normal. The fact that there is no normal is what's normal. There is no standardization of human. Like, it's not real. For fuck's sake, I mean, we're all such varying heights alone, let alone everything else. There is no fucking standardization. And it's infuriating that it took me so long to, like, click to that. And finally not give a fuck. But it makes me sad because I feel like we imagine all the minutes and hours of our days and our life that we have just wasted despising a visible, like just a visible feature of our bodies that in no way, shape, or form affects who we are as people. Oh, my back is tight. BMI is bullshit. I think they use it as a scare tactic. That's all I can come up with. My job looks like me like I'm obese and I'm barely 210. Aren't you like 6'3"? I'm pretty positive that's like an extremely healthy weight for how tall you are, Yoshi. Not even BMI is not real. Like, we don't go by that. That shit's bullshit. But like, no shit. Pretty sure that's that's a fairly healthy weight. 6'2", yeah. Okay. Well, I've told you how they did that to my little sister's ex. Oh God, my little sister's ex was in the Marines, and they did that to him. He was, I think he's like 6. He was taller than me, like 6'3", probably like 6'3", 6'2", 6'3", and he was probably about you, like 210. And when he was in, like, actively in the Marines, and I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with this, but if you're not, they control your diet and they weigh you and they do physicals and stuff like that to keep you healthy or whatever they claim. And they go by BMI, which is, we all know, BMI, the biggest problem with BMI is A, it's used to scare you. B, it does not account for muscle mass in any way, shape, or form. Batista is morbidly obese, according to BMI. It does not account for muscle mass. Muscle weighs more than fat. It doesn't work if you have any sort of muscle on you. So anyways, my little sister's ex was in the Marines, and because he was 210, which I guess is obese, whatever, they actually, like, started cutting his calories back on food he was given in the mess hall, in the fucking cafeteria, and they were, like, starving him, and he was jacked. Like, he's one of those kids who just naturally holds muscle. It's kind of a son of a bitch, tall, very muscular, and he had to run himself to a point of where he was getting sick all the time because they were punishing him for being a certain weight and BMI, and it was just disgusting to watch this because he was in perfect shape. I mean, he was like gladiator shape, you know what I'm saying? It's just stupid. It was so, and I just wonder, like, mentally what that does. I think that's gross. In my case, a lot of other tall and skinny people who I'd assume weigh more than me also have weighed 20 pounds less than me. It's very hard to tell, to be honest. If I put on 20 pounds more, I'd probably still look kind of skinny. A lot of height to thicken that up. It's true. It's absolutely facts. And I think honestly, it takes a lot of weight to be added to your frame for other people to notice. We notice because of the way our clothes fit and stuff. We notice things getting puffier faster than anyone else. It takes a lot for anyone else to notice, or for like it actually to show. I think my bro and I are both basically 6'2", and our frames are drastically different. That's me and my little sister. Seriously, Sarah is all torso and shorter legs, whereas I'm all legs and shorter torso, but we're like an inch apart, inch and a half apart. Yeah. Genetics play a huge part in that, and where shit goes, like where your bones and stuff angle. I don't know what 540 means. Oh, I don't know what that means. A 15 minute 2 mile. Oh, so they're not like starving you based on just BMI anymore. Thank fuck. Because that was disgusting. I mean, he was so young. He was literally like 20 years old, and I was watching him starve himself. Literally starve himself. Eat sugar-free candy for dinner. It was disgusting. Why was it at the psychiatrist, bees? The fuck? Wait, BioShock Indiana? Wait, is that what my category says? I'm sorry. What? It says infinite. You fucking with me, bro? They might actually need to do body fat tests, but the military doesn't actually want to do much, doesn't want too much muscle mass. I wonder why. I mean, they weren't looking at that on him. They literally just went by BMI. I wonder why. Oh, they're doing it's the calipers to measure body fat percentage when you get your injections. That kind of makes sense because they have to calculate it. Reading is hard. It's fine. It's overrated. City in Indiana? Ridiculous. I mean, if animal cruelty, it's our favorite. My sister had leftover heavy cream from Thanksgiving, and I used half that, half coconut from milk from the can, vanilla extract, a little brown sugar. I got some best coconut rice pudding ever. Yum. I was thinking so when I picked up whatever instigated what's his fuck to start talking to me. I figured that was probably a checkpoint, right? The sun's actually out today, so I figure, should we actually go out today? Do you want to go outside? I know. You've been neglected. I'm the worst mom in the world. Thanks, bud. You're the best. Still love me? I don't know. I don't even know. Is it the word or the tone, maybe? Which one? I don't know. I'm gonna go. Waterboard? He gets so fucking hype. He's just precious. I laugh at my dogs all the time. You say to run Nori, she'll lose her fucking mind. Yep, that's the W word. I can't even spell it anymore because when they were babies, they learned it so fast. I started spelling it on stream. Like, it's time to do the blah, 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 blah. And they would fucking start to lose their goddamn minds. I can't even say that anymore. I can't touch the special ropes we use to go outside on the W. I can't touch the leash without them losing their fucking minds. I can't even brush it against the wall. They like, what the fuck? Lose their fucking gourd. They get so excited. But they're so smart. I can't say any of the words. Like it's like censoring. I have to censor my language. Otherwise, he'll literally bat me in the face. I know you know what's happening. I know what's happening. But once I say it, it's really happening. Right? Yeah. Well, I actually, honestly, I don't have to brush them a lot, but that's a lot. I guess I don't have to brush them a lot, but I would say that they're very high maintenance. So basically, I give them a bath pretty regularly, and because they have human hair and not fur, I put human products in it. Like I have natural hair products and stuff, so if they eat it, it's not a bad. They can lick themselves, it's fine. But it keeps their hair from getting tangles, you know, like tangles and knots and stuff in it. But I do brush like their armpits and behind their ears, basically anywhere where there's like skin on skin, so the hairs kind of get matted, because then you have to cut it out if it mats. So I'm always getting behind their ears and stuff like that. But other than that, it's honestly not too bad. The bath usually gets all the loose hair out, and they've got just such nice curls that it really doesn't get too bad. We do. I have a really big yard, thank fuck. Yes. Mm-hmm. It's a savior. Oh my god, Bert, is it still heaven? We were just talking about Millie earlier. Like I was talking about the poodles and how cool they are, and I always have to say, like, Millie's still the most perfect princess that has ever existed in the entire world, and I love her beyond measure. Just to be clear. But I do love my dumb poodle. He's a good boy. He's the best boy. You just want to eat my headphone. That's all you want. And to... he gets just that tone. I think it's my tone of voice. I could say anything. Do you want to jump off a bridge? Oh my god, it didn't work. It wasn't the same tone. I don't want to fuck with him. Domestic Dan, is he streaming right now? I forgot he's a Christmas baby. Yep, that poor baby. That poor baby. Let's give him a raid. You ready to go outside and have... Oh, I said it. I said it casually. It's fine. He didn't even know. He didn't even know. Daydream, that's the smartest thing you could ever do ever. Seriously, I say that all the time, but like if you can't afford the vet, you can't afford the pet. Pet insurance is everything. Seriously, it's so nice because it doesn't just cover, you know, emergencies. It covers all the vaccinations and stuff too. Yeah, exactly. They're all perfect, right, Bert? Exactly. Your bros is Monday? Well, that's my day off, but happy birthday. Mm-hmm. It's Domestic Dan. That's where we're going then. All right. Thanks for hanging out today, by the way. I know that goes without saying, but I fucking have fun every day. Today was funny. Tomorrow, smoke, bring some pot. That next scene looked rough. And I don't know, it's Sunday. Like I said, if I don't hear back from the one charity I'm waiting on by Tuesday, they're just out of the running. And I'll tell you guys about the charities that I picked, and we'll do like a voting and stuff like that. I'm excited. And then maybe we'll come up with like milestones or whatever, you know? Dye my hair pink or something. Paint my dog like a skeleton. You like that idea, huh, bud? No. I heard an agreeal. That was precious. Did you hear that precious little sound that just came out of him? Poodles talk, and they are so cute. All right. Let's find Daniel, shall we? As per the usual, do not forget to take care of yourself. Take your fucking joy. Clean your bong. Drink water. Don't forget the water. Don't forget the water. Don't procrastinate peeing. Wash your hands. Pee after sex. All of the things. Oh yeah, and then depending, I think we're getting pretty close to beating this DLC, but depending on when we beat the DLC, we'll continue working on that other little spider enclosure for my little Greek spood. And I'll try to get some pictures of Meg so you guys can see her enclosure if you didn't get to see it. But on that note, go wish Daniel a happy birthday. He's one of my favorite people in the world. Bye.